It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And we ventured out into the world. We did some distillery tours. And of course, we had to stop for lunch.
Yeah, of course, because bourbon makes you hungry.
Uh-huh.
So we went to the bar at Willett.
The bar at Willett.
Beautiful, gorgeous day. It was a little hot, but it is so beautiful out there. And their patio was open, so we got to sit outside. Yep. It was so nice.
Mm-hmm. And, we had heard from a patron that they might just have the first release of Booker's. We asked about that. They said, well, yes, we do. We do still have some. So we ordered a pour of it. Ooh. Now, later, when we were doing some research for this episode, we found out, hey, wait, this doesn't look like this is the first episode. We contacted...
The first batch,
The first batch. I said episode.
This is not the first episode.
No, it's like 304, close to 400. Yeah. We contacted a friend at Jim Beam, and he corroborated that. He said, no, it's not the first batch, but it's really, really early. So the batch that we tried that we will refer to in this episode as batch 1, because at the time that's what we were thinking, is CC 1682, which was March 16th of 1982 when it was distilled. Now, the very first Booker's was actually in 79.
Yes.
So you're thinking, that's 3 years later. How could that be close? Well, they weren't putting out...
it wasn't like a full-on release, so there were
it was
a handful.
Like 6. This is like the 6th Booker's or something.
I still would have ordered it.
Yeah, totally. And we did. And here's what we thought. Take it away, past. Chad.
Take it away, past, Chad and Sarah.
Distilled in 1982, bottled in 1989. Sarah's birth year. But somehow she's letting me go first. The nose is, vintage. It's that, it almost has like we've had a lot of turkey vintage stuff. It's almost like a turkey nose, very caramel, very just like, it smells like it's gonna be really viscous and have a great mouthfeel. But it has that nuttiness, not like current day Booker's nuttiness, but it's still pretty nutty. Oh my god, okay, here we go. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Wow. All over the tongue, but now it's starting to go dark. Nutty. It is nutty.
All right, guys.
And when our food's coming.
Sandwich.
All right, yeah. Food just got here. Nice long finish. It's a Booker's first batch Kentucky Hug. Very dark. Very dark. Silky. Yes, the mouthfeel is there. Maybe some dark berries, dark chocolate. I'm gonna take one more so I can get, the actual sip. Tiny sip. It tastes like limited edition bourbons taste nowadays. It's that type of richness, buttery, silky smoothness. Wow, I wanna know what Sarah thinks, so handing it off to Sarah.
Time to nose. It honestly smells less nutty than the Booker's that I'm used to. But I do get that vintagey note that Chad was talking about. Well, that's hot. Yeah, this is definitely more of earlier times. Flavor profile, it's less like the Booker's and that like super desserty, chocolatey nuttiness that I think we're used to nowadays, but it's got definitely something special. Like I can see how this was where it all, came down from. Yeah, it's really great. It's so warm. I love it. One more. The mouthfeel is awesome. So silky. Oh, yeah, just in general, love. Yeah, good job.
So that was that. And it was delicious.
It was.
But then the waiter, he was like,
hey, you like old Booker's? I got something for you.
Yeah.
He was like, actually, that's not my favorite one. This other one is my favorite one. And
Go
so
on.
we were like, okay, tell us more.
Yeah.
So he brought that out. And what was that one?
That was CJ0686, so distilled in 1986. And again, going from 82 to 86, that was actually only 7 releases later as far as Booker's go.
As far as Booker's time.
Yeah, so they hadn't
Which was
gotten
slower then.
to where where they did 6 or 7 releases a year, and now we're just at 4 releases. So yeah, then it was just kind of trickled out. I imagine there didn't seem to be any rhyme and reason to it.
I think they were just kind of testing the market for like how do people respond to this high proof in the 80s and 90s. Like, what do we think that they will do? And we loved it.
We did love it.
I wasn't there, but.
Oh, I was like, yeah, you were. You had it with me.
No, I had it.
You weren't.
I wasn't there in the 80s.
No, I get it.
I was there in the 90s.
You were, yeah.
Couldn't drink, but.
And the other thing I meant to say about what we thought was batch 1, which wasn't, was Booker's was released in 1988. This one being distilled in 79. The actual first batch, 79, 7 years old, bottled, give it a year, released in 88. The math checks out. So it makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but still, Now here we are trying this 1986 Booker's, distilled 1986. Take it away, past Chad and Sarah. Hey, we just wanted to pop in here real quick to tell you guys about our home on the internet. It is whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get things such as t-shirts, like the one I'm wearing, Glencairns, water glasses, rocks glasses, challenge coins, and more always coming soon. That's whiskyambitions.com.
You can visit patreon.com/itsbourbonnight and join our Patreon community for as little as $1 a month. We do Patreon-only podcasts, we do after the episode exclusives, and more, always coming to you there.
That's right. All right, back to the episode.
Oh, this is like more cherry and brown sugar than the first one was. It's more in that kind of dessert line that like nowadays Booker's reminds me of. Ooh, that is hot. And the guy that works here, he said this one's his favorite. This one's maybe a little more cherry than I would normally pick for my Booker's. Like, I'm more into the nutty brown sugar chocolate notes. It's really good. I'm really interested to see what Chad thinks on this one. Still same, good, amazing. I should say good. Great mouthfeel. But maybe not my flavor profile. I think I prefer the first edition to this one. But let's see what Chad thinks.
It's got, hints of the batch one. We kept some to compare. But smells a little more tame, maybe, like more well-rounded. It's not as like jutting out as much, but still just so good. Hot! Wow, hot! That's got some kick. There's a fly on our food over here. Go away. Did you see it? Did you see the fly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got more of that more modern day like Booker's. Still not on the same like nutty level as I think modern day Booker's are, but more of like the barrel that you're used to in modern day Booker's. It doesn't have quite the same mouthfeel as the first edition did, but still a really, really good one. Sticks around just as long, I would say. Gives you the same Kentucky hug. But I think the batch one just had a little something more exceptional about it. We'll have to do a side-by-side with the other Bookers, but right now I think I'm liking that batch one Bookers the best. Well, let's find out.
All right, we got the batch one, and then we got the distilled in 1986. So this one was distilled in 1982, this was 1986. Ooh, I don't know. Side by side on the nose, it's definitely closer than when I did them individually. I still think I'm leaning batch one. There's a puppy in distress. I must go. No, I think someone's taking care. Yeah. Ooh, this one maybe packs a little bit more punch, the distilled in 1986, than the first edition. But I think the first edition has more of the flavors and more of a balance of that heat and the mouthfeel that I like. I don't know, I think I tend to lean more that way. This one, again, it's got a little extra cherry note in there that I pick up that I just like this one better, to be honest. But it's still excellent, like very happy to have tried them both. So I guess now Chad gets them.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. 82, 86. Yeah, I still got to give it to the Booker's batch one, the 82. It smells so buttery, like ridiculously smooth and exceptional, like LE style. Like there's a lot more to write home about in this nose. Just crazy good. This one also really good, but not as powerful and not as like unique and memorable than this one. All right, I'll go back to the batch one. Yeah, oh God. Shut up with that one. That's so... I keep saying unique. I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words. It just sticks with you. Now that we're kind of acclimated to it, it's not like, punching as much as that very first sip, but still bringing the heat that lasts. 86. Oh, coming up with this one really does shine. The batch one has it in the nose department, I think hands down, but wow. Coming from the batch one to the 86, this one is rather impressive. Packs a little bit more of a punch, maybe a few sharper edges. Still really good. But I gotta give it to batch one. Final answer, batch one. Oh, so good. Thanks to Willett for having these at their bar. Really cool. There's still maybe about half, maybe a little less than half of that batch one at the time of this recording anyway, at the bar and restaurant at Willett. Now we're gonna go eat some food here, but wow, hope you enjoyed. Normally I do this with Sarah, but since she's holding the camera right now, I'll just say if you're new to us and you haven't subscribed already, you can click right up here to do so. There's also suggestions of other videos down here. We hope to see you over there in those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
All right, until next time, drink more Bookers.